Hey Cubesters, welcome back to my channel, and in today's video we'll be going over the 20 easiest OLLs for beginners to learn, including 4 beginner OLL cases just to help you out a little bit. So let's get into it. The first 2 cases we'll be going over are these 2 T-shapes, and one has an edge piece right here and a corner piece right here, so there are no bars, and the other one does have bars. So the first one without bars, you hold it like this, and you do F, sexy, or if you don't know what a sexy is, it's R, U, R prime, U prime, and then F prime for that case. And then for the case with bars, it's a sexy and then a sledgehammer. But for those of you who don't know what that is, it's R, U, R prime, U prime, R prime, F, R, F prime. And that solves those 2 T cases. Next is these 2 L cases. One has an L with headlights like this when it's in the top right corner, headlights right here, and as you can tell, no bar here. And the other one is the same thing, but on the left side, headlights here and no bar here. So the one that has the L in the top left, you do F, sexy twice, F prime, and then for the L case where it's in the top right, same thing but with the left side. So F prime, left sexy twice, or L prime, U prime, L, U, and then an F. And that solves those 2 L cases. Now for the case I like to call the ant because it has a bar, 2 bars on the sides, and headlights right here, which makes it look like an ant. You hold it like this with the headlights on your left side and do wide F, double sexy, wide F prime. Alright, next up are these 2 M cases where they look like the letter M or a bat or a bird or whatever you want to call it. So they both either go in the top right with the corner facing up or the top left with the corner facing up. So the one that's facing the top right, you hold it like this, and you do this algorithm. L prime, U prime, L, U prime, L prime, U, L, U, and then a lefty sledgehammer, which is L, F prime, L prime, F. And you do the same thing, but on the right side, so it's in the top left, you do R, U, R prime, U, R, U prime, R prime, U prime, and then a sledgehammer, which is R prime, F, R, F prime. And that solves those 2 cases. Next up, we have one of the dot cases, but this one's very simple because you have the bar on the left, 2 bars right here, and a dot right here, so it makes the shape of a C. And you hold it like this and do F, sexy, F prime, and then you do wide F, sexy, wide F prime, like that. Next up, we have these 2 B and D cases, or couch cases, or whatever you'd like to call them, where they both look the same. So one's like this, where it's in the shape of a chair, and there's a bar right here and an edge right here, and the other is on the left side, edge right here, and a bar right here. So for the one on the right side, you hold it like this and do wide F, sexy, wide F prime, and that solves that. And then you can do the same thing left-handed for the case where it's in the bottom left, which is wide F prime, lefty sexy, and then a wide F. Alright, so this is actually one of my favorite cases where you have this big block of 4 pieces in the top left, a dot down here, and these 2 bars right here. And in this case, you hold the dot right here, and it's that same part in the T perm, which is F, R, U prime, R prime, U prime, R, U, R prime, F prime. So that helps you learn the T perm if you don't know it already. Alright, these next 2 cases are actually 2 of the 4 beginner OLL cases I'll be showing you. So there's soon, which is one of the fish shapes, and it has the corner facing you right here. And then there's anti-soon, where the corner isn't facing you, so you put it in the top right. So soon you hold the fish head in the bottom left with the corner facing you, and you do R, U, R prime, U, R, U2, R prime. And then for anti-sewn, you hold the fish head in the opposite corner, so top right, and you do R, U2, R prime, U, R, U prime, R prime. And that solves sewn and anti-sewn. Alright, these two square cases, when you hold them in the bottom right corner, you'll notice one has a bar above the square, and the other one has a bar kind of next to the square. So for the one above the square, you can hold it in the top right like this, and do wide R, U2, R prime, U prime, R, U prime, wide R prime. And then for the square case that doesn't have the bar directly over the square, you can hold it just where it is in the bottom right and do R prime, U2, R, U, R prime, U, wide R. The H case, where it looks like an H, is actually one of my favorite cases. And how you do it is like this. You hold the H like this, and you do sexy, M prime, U, R, U prime, wide R prime, like that. Now for the bow tie case, where it looks like a bow tie, you can hold the right corner facing you and do this algorithm. F prime, wide R, U, R prime, U prime. So basically a sexy, but the first R is a wide R. Now you can do R prime, F, R, and that solves it. And the other case, just like it, will be next. So the other case, just like the bow tie case, is what I like to call the rhino case. And you have a block of 6 right here, a little head right here, and the 2 rhino horns right here. And you hold it like this and do, once again, a sexy, but the first R is wide. And now you do a sledgehammer, but the first R is also wide. So R prime, F, R, F prime, just like that. Well, I hope you guys really enjoyed today's tutorial on the top 20 easiest OLLs for beginners, including 4 beginner OLL cases. If you did, don't forget to subscribe to my channel and turn on post notifications so you know when I upload new tutorials and videos like these. Thanks for watching until the end. Bye!
Hi everybody!